Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a comparison between similar shades of the Ugly Duckling range of gel polishes. So when you are in the Ugly Duckling website, sometimes some of the shades, because they're over a computer screen, can look the same. And so with some of the more popular shades, I just wanted to take you through some of them to show you the slight differences between each of them so that you can see for yourself. I'll give you the numbers, and if you need to take notes or if you want to check them against the website, then feel free. Okay, so the first ones that I'm going to do a comparison on are 025 and 139. So each of these is a kind of nude on the grey to top kind of shades. So the first one comes out, you can see quite it's got a mauvey undertone to it, but overall it comes out to be an almost purple grey. So this is just after one coat. And then this one I find has more of a brown undertone to it. Maybe even slightly pink. Again, that's just one coat. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera now, but that's the slight differences between those two polishes after one coat. So I'll just pop that into the lamp. Okay, so I have done 2 coats onto that now, and you can see the difference between those two colours. So again, this one is 025 and this one is 139. And you can see the differences. This one definitely has more of a grey purple undertone, and this one has a brown, slightly pink undertone. Okay, and move on to the next set. Okay, so the next two that we're going to look at is 126 and 127. So again, very similar. This one has more of a deeper pink undertone. This one has more of a coral undertone to it. So very similar. I don't know if they're exactly coming up with much difference on the camera, but this one is definitely more of a kind of deep pink, almost red, and this one is more creamy, and it definitely has more of a coral undertone to it. So I'll swatch these for you. Again, I'll just do 2 thin coats and show you how they've come out. You can see the bright pink coming through on that swatch. And that one is 126, and then this one is 127. So you hear that clippy clopping in the background. That's my dog. Oh, I've got here. And as you can see on this one, a much more coral undertones coming out on that one. So I'll put a secondary coat on that, pop it in the lamp, and let you see the difference between the two of them. Okay, so this is after 2 coats. Now on the camera, when I'm looking through it, it's really coming up quite orange, but this is pink. You know, it is a very pink undertone, and this one has more of the coral undertone. So the camera, both on the website and obviously when I'm swatching here, there is a difference to what I'm seeing with my eye and what you're seeing on the camera. You know, I've got it as lit as I can with my lamp, but as I say, the perfect colours are just not coming through on the camera. So you'll have to take my word for it that that one is more pink and that one is more coral. But they are very, very similar in shade. Okay, so I'll move on to the next ones. Okay, so the next two that I'm going to swatch is 148 versus 110. So they are on the taupey kind of brown nude spectrum, and these two are very, very similar. This one is a more cream base, which is 148, and this one has more of a browny undertone to it and slightly less creamy, which is 110. So I'll just swatch these so that you can see. Now, because this is a cream based polish, you really want to use thin layers to get this to appear smooth on the nail. So I will do 2 coats of these and then show you again on the camera. But I'll just quickly do them as 2 thin coats so that you can see. Okay, so as you can see, this one comes out with a very dusky, pinky undertone. I would say that's more nude, and this one has more of a brown undertone to it. This one's much more creamy than this one, so it's a heavier pigment in this one than there is in this one. But I'll do 2 coats and then I'll show you again. Okay, so that's it with 2 thin coats and obviously a top coat as well. So that is 148 and this one is 110. Okay. You see the slight difference between the two. This one is coming up on the camera. Okay, so I'll move on to the next two. Okay, so the next two is in the blues. And these two are 133 and 120, and one is a more blue undertone, a sky blue undertone, maybe a lavender undertone, and this one is definitely more of a darker blue, almost purple undertone to it. So when I'm looking at it on the camera, you can see the slight difference coming up. One's lighter than the other, but in real life you can really see this one is a brighter polish. This one, I call this one my cornflower blue, because that's what this one reminds me of, is the cornflower flowers. So I'll swatch these two so that you can see the differences. So again, 2 thin coats. So I'll just put one on so you can see, and then I'll finish the 2 coats and come back to you. The reason I'm doing that is so you don't have to sit while I have these in the lamp listening to my voice drone on about nothing. So the cornflower blue is a cream based polish, so again you have to be very, don't need much, you just need a very thin coat and 2 coats of the thin polish, and you're set. You don't need a lot of this. A little goes a long way. Okay, so I'll come back in a second once I've done the second coat and the top coat and show you the finished swatches. Okay, so this is after 2 coats, 2 thin coats and top coat. So just to say again, this one is 113 and 120. Okay, I'll move on to the next ones. Okay, so moving on to the greens, and these two are very similar. They are 058 and 154. So 058 and 154, both greens, and they're teal greens. So I'll swatch the first one for you. And again, I'm just doing thin coats. The 154 was from the fall collection last year and is a much more sparkly green. And when I say I did 1,000,000 sets of this at Christmas, I'm really not exaggerating. It was either the sparkly red, the sparkly navy and the sparkly green every set. So it's a very popular polish and one well worth having at Christmas time in your collection. So I will do a second coat of these and top coat it and let you see the differences between the two. Okay, so this is after 2 thin coats and the top coat. So as you can see, this is kind of like a true teal green, and it has a slight shimmer through it. This, however, has a much denser green, more like a forest green, with a slight shimmer of blue through it, and much more. It's not a full glitter, but it's much sparklier. And as I say, if my top tip is if you want a good Christmas polish, then invest in this one because it is so popular with clients, along with the sparkly red and the sparkly navy. So yeah, beautiful colours. I like these, are actually some of my favourite polishes in the collection. I just love the shimmer and the sparkle that's in them. They remind me of peacocks. Okay, so I'll move on to the next two. Again, sorry, 058, 154. Okay, so the next one is the differences between two of the oranges. This one is 176, which is from the new summer collection, and this one is from the original collection, which is 005. Both are bright oranges. However, this one is a lighter shade and this one is a deeper shade. This, I would say, is more tangerine, and this one is a bit more of a creamy orange. Yeah, I will swatch these thin coats and let you see them. So the first one is the new one from the summer collection. Again, you get sick of me saying this, thin coats. But honestly, a little goes a long way with these polishes. I just absolutely love this range. It's my main range in my salon. Clients love it. It's just, you know, durable, never chips. Rarely lifts, and the colours are just all beautiful. So if you're thinking about investing in a range, then I highly recommend these polishes. Okay, so that's one thin coat, and you can see the difference, even that's coming up on camera. But I'll do 2 coats and top coat it and let you see them. Okay, so this is 2 coats and the top coat. So as you can see, this one is a brighter, more tangerine colour, and this one is a softer, more true tan orange kind of colour. So this is 176 from the new summer collection, and this is 005 from the original collection. Okay, moving on to the next ones. Okay, this is the pinks. So this one is 169, again from the new summer collection, and this one is 033, which is a very popular summer colour. It's actually one of my favourite colours, and it's like a cerise pink. This one is a brighter version of this one. So I will swatch these for you and show you what they're like. So I wouldn't go as far as to say that this one is neon. There is actually a neon pink in the collection, but it is a very bright pink, which I think is coming up red on this camera. Lord, I don't know what it is about the pinks, but they come up red on my camera. It's so annoying. And then you can see this one, and this has got a much more purple undertone to it than the pink does. So it's just one coat. You can see the purple undertone to this and the pink to this. It's kind of making it look like a Barbie pink on the camera, but it's not a Barbie pink. It's an almost neon bright pink. But I'll do a second coat and top coat it and bring it up to the camera so that you can see the difference between the two. Okay, so this is 2 coats and the top coat. So again, 169033. Big difference between the two. However, on the camera, however, in the naked eye, it's just that this one's slightly more purple and this one's brighter. Okay, moving on to the next ones. Okay, this time it's 2 purples. Both are, to my mind, Cadbury purples. So the packaging from Cadbury's Dairy Milk, it's very similar to that. So this one is 168 from the new summer collection, and this one is 093 from, I think, the 2018 fall collection from memory. I might be wrong, but 093. So I'll swatch these so that you can see the difference. Gorgeous bluey purple, very bright, and then load off. This is 093. So this one has a satin finish. So this one is just a normal, and this one has a satin finish to it, which you won't necessarily see too much of on the first coat. However, once I've done the second coat and the top coat, you'll be able to see the difference between the finish on the two of them. Okay, so that's after the first coat, so you can see a slight difference between the two. Let me go and put the second coat on and top coat it and come back to you. Okay, so this is after 2 coats and with the top coat added. So as you can see, very similar purples. However, this one is just your normal finish, matte finish, and then this one has got the shimmer through it, which gives it a satin finish. So both gorgeous, both absolutely beautiful purples. Again, quite popular in the fall, autumn, fall if you're American, autumn if you're in the UK, and if you're a purple fan, any time of the year. Both gorgeous. We'll move on to the next two. Okay, so the next one is the difference between 2 of my most popular nudes. This one is 089 and this one is 131. 131, my goodness me, I do a couple of sets of these a week at least. And 089 is for if you've got a slightly darker skin tone, then this one looks fantastic on you. I actually have 089 on at the moment because I've got a bit of a tan because I've actually had some sun in Scotland. So that's what I've got on. So you can actually see that on a set of nails. But I'll swatch these for you so that you can see the slight difference between the two. I feel like one has more of a tan undertone and the other one has more of a pink undertone. But they're both absolutely beautiful. And as I say, my 2 most popular nudes. Now, these swatches that I'm working on are actually white, which throws off the colour just slightly of a nude. But hopefully you'll still be able to get the gist. Ugh, little bits on this. Annoying. Can't get that little bit off. Okay, so again, that's just the first thin coat. Let me go away. Because they're nudes, I tend to have to do 3 coats to get good coverage with these, depending on the person. Some people prefer it to be a bit more sheer, and 131 is more of a sheer polish. However, if you want to deepen it up, this is actually 3 coats that I've got on my nails, and it comes up beautifully. So I'll go away and probably do 3 and top coat it and come back and show you them. Okay, so this is 3 coats and the top coat of 089 and 131. So as you can see, this has more of a tan undertone to it, and this one has more of a pink undertone to it. So both absolutely beautiful nudes. As I say, very popular. Definitely worth having if you have clients that like to have nudes or French manicures, because both of these I use with French manicures and they come out perfect. So I'll move on to the final two. Okay, so the final two is 075 and 143, which are both dark reds. So if I get that off, I'll just show you the difference between the two. Again, very popular colours, especially these two are especially popular in autumn. Just doing the first thin coat, and then I will go away and do the second coat and top coat it for you so you can see them. For me, I find that 075 has more of a brown undertone, and 143 is more of a brighter red. But I don't want to say bright red because it's not bright red, it's just a brighter shade of red, of dark red in 143. So that's just one coat. So let me go away and do the second coat and top coat it for you and come back to you. Okay, so this is 2 thin coats and the top coat. So as you can see, this one has a shimmer satin finish, and it's got more of a brown, an autumnal brown undertone to it. It's still red overall, but it's a brown undertone to that red. And this one is more of a kind of dark blood red, and is the brighter of the two, even though on the camera it's not coming up as bright. But they are both popular in fall, autumn, and both beautiful polishes, if very similar. So 075 and 143. Okay, well, I have many more to swatch, but that's enough for this video. Hopefully that's been really helpful to you if you're looking to choose different polishes. I can't recommend this range highly enough. As I say, I use it all day, every day in my salon, both in the acrylic system and in the gel system, and I just absolutely love them. My clients love them. They're vegan, they're 9 free, and you know, I find them to be a reasonable cost. So if you want to have a look at the full range, then if you go to uglyducklingnails.com, there's different suppliers in different countries all over the world, and the main uglyducklingnails.com website has the list of the different suppliers, and you can have a look to see who is in your area. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.